is Cinnamon Cooney, your art Sherpa for Sherpa After Dark, a glow party, which basically just means we needed to do our live show a little bit later and you guys get to paint with glow paint. Which is pretty cool, pretty exciting. I'm going to be turning my monitor off when I start to paint so you get even better contrast. Today I'm going to be just using the glow paints that you can get anywhere. I think that's sort of interesting about glow paint to have them in like the dollar bottles all the way up to, I'm painting Lucas tonight. Lucas Krill Studios, but I mean they've got these in Matisse, they've got these in Deco, they've got these in Folk Art. There's a little set by Artist Loft, so you can get these base colors. They're listed in the description, where I like to always hide things everywhere. And I think we're doing the Floral Nebula, John?
I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
You know, you've got them
Sippy,
pulled up
sippy.
there.
Sippy.
You got some sippy sippy.
Mm-hmm.
Your sippy sippy isn't glowing though.
No, you know what? Moscato doesn't glow.
Oh.
That's a disappointing thing about Moscato, but it's going to make it up to me later in other ways.
Well, you know, I have to say a lot of people they're commenting on how cute your makeup is tonight. They love the splatters.
I got the idea from YouTube. And guess who else is on the mic tonight? Who is also Sherpa tracking. She's a Sherpa tracker in training.
It's Albert Einstein.
Or my daughter, honey. So that's going to be another interesting twist. So hopefully that kind of lets you know how tonight's live event is going to go. I'm going to show you how to do this painting on a black canvas, 18 by 24, step by step. If you were to apply these techniques just in regular paint, you'd get a galaxy result out of it too. So that's kind of the fun thing. I'm doing it in glow for the fun of glow, but you could paint this in regular paints and regular colors. You can ask me about the exchanges and stuff as we go. So I'm going to put my wonderful, beautiful galaxy painting up over here where I can see it while I'm painting.
Whoa, we have
Stunt hands.
stunt hands. All right, hold on a second.
I failed canvas dispersal. And I'm going to exchange this for this black hole of a canvas. John's going to fix my mess up in his Doctor Who gear. He don't like to be on camera, but just so you know, he lives in Doctor Who gear. So I think it just overextended. Yeah. It's kind of hard to know which way paintings are up, right? On space paintings. All right, so we're set up. John has saved us. So I'm painting that. I'm going to be putting out the colors. I'm going to be putting out the yellow, orange, red, pink, blue, green, yellow, white, and of course neon. And then here's a little tip. You can get surprise colors by going into the airbrush section. If it says fluorescent, it's almost always a glow paint. Neon is a sometimes thing, but fluorescent is almost. So I got a couple extra shades. Another place that you can find surprise things is the Dollar and Rowley Inks.
Okay.
Has a neon set. So they give you some surprise colors too. Just saying. Other than that, it's regular art materials and a blacklight. We have a video on how to do this at home. Really cheap from Home Depot. Make a blacklight party studio. For you and your friends. Sippy sippy. You got to go get it at the store.
Yep. You can just go make your own stuff.
You can hook yourself up.
You can be all crazy like we are here.
We do have wishes.
We have a lot of wishes. I'm going to go back over to our wishes. Let's see here.
I got a glow-in-the-dark Sherpie for wishes today.
We had some really good wishes coming in. Let me pull.
We had a great one about Valerie and her fiance getting a hand fasting.
That's right. Now that's what I was going and pulling that up. I wanted to make sure I got that right. It's Valerie from Flagstaff, Arizona. And she tomorrow, her and her soulmate Jason are going to get a hand fasting. So we wanted to make sure. Oh, let's see here.
Wow, you can actually see my wishes for once.
Oh, wow, that is really cool. Wow.
That's kind of awesome. Valerie and Jason, we stayed up and did a painting for you.
I was just reading here. They're having a really beautiful ceremony. So it's they're having a hand fasting as the moon is rising and the sun is setting. That is so awesome. I'm like, oh, I hope we get pictures.
Okay, yes, definitely share pictures. And I think they had a specific wish in there for the marriage.
Let's see.
To be good, I mentioned.
Let's see. We would like to wish for a beautiful ritual and a very long, loving, happy, and creative, successful future. long, loving, happy, and creative, successful future.
There.
That's an awesome wish.
Isn't that cool? I just am doing this with the glow-in-the-dark Sharpie. That's magic.
So
Just if you're here on the replay, we do teach painting. Step by step. Just hang in or fast forward or whatever. But the wishes are really cool. You should do them.
yep, hanging for the wishes. They're awesome. So we had a wish. I saw earlier we had a wish for safe travels. I wasn't sure. I'm gonna scroll back up and see where they were. I saw a wish for health and good relationships.
I'm really digging this.
Yeah, everyone else does too. They think that's really cool. Yeah, we had a wish for safe travels.
I know we've had
Oh my
a
gosh.
lot of wishes for happiness and balance lately.
We have. And as I was scrolling up here, Mark had said, his little exclamation, there's 182 watchers. And as I scrolled over there, there's 197 watchers.
Happiness and balance.
202 watchers. So thank you guys for joining
Thank you
us.
for coming in the middle of the night to paint with us on a glue party. Do you have your sippy sippies at home?
Oh, apparently my volume's low. I'm going to turn my volume back up.
Okay, turn your volume up. Everybody wants to hear you.
And yes, sippy sippies all around. So
And then I'm gonna put a wish out for the community that people get their dreams, which are written in the stars.
yes.
Because I'm just digging this pen. I'm
Everybody
gonna add
is.
some more hearts here because I'm just so happy. Now I just feel like we have to do wishes now in glue.
I know, and you know, there's a lot of wishes that are coming up here, so I have to. I
Oh,
wanna-
okay.
You know, I just appreciate all. We have a lot of light keepers in here with us. A lot of our community here to help with that.
So to our light keepers and to our soon-to-be light keepers, if you see a wish that touches you, go ahead and add that into your own canvas because it just adds the greater good and the well-being that goes out into the world. And Lord knows we all could be adding to the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I have a straw so I don't have to mess up my mic today. I'm going to put out my paint. So I'm painting this floral nebula. And the first thing I'm going to put out is my fluorescent white paint.
Okay.
Regular white paint won't work for this, for glow in the dark. But your titanium white will work for this if you're just painting this in regular paint. So if you're just painting this in regular paint, wanting to do some galaxy work with me, get this sort of dried up. I've got my weird splatter brushes. You can do any of your brushes. You can do any of our splatter techniques. My whole recommendation for splatter is do it on a scratch piece of paper first. A colored scratch piece of paper. I'm using these splatter brushes that my mom gave me, and I found out the trick is to roll the fibers
Mm-hmm.
and then get back
Oh no.
and wish me luck.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Wow.
there's stars.
That was pretty cool.
It looks amazing on the blacklight.
Wow.
Discovered this earlier and was like, ooh,
That-
we need an episode of that.
Even Honey over here is pretty excited.
Because it's exciting.
Even the brush looks cool.
Everything looks cool in blacklight. The whole world is happier in blacklight. Things are optimistic. Tomorrow the future is bright.
We're gonna send some big hugs to Mona too.
Hi, Mona. How
Give
are
her some
you?
hugs.
Hugs
She's at
to
home
Mona.
watching. Not so.
Is Mona up watching with us?
Oh, I think she's feeling a little under the weather, so I'm not
Oh,
sure if
Mona,
she's
sweetie, go to
watching.
sleep. John was feeling pretty crummy earlier today, and we didn't even think we were going to be able to do an episode.
Yeah,
So we get it. I just put out. Oh, I just smeared my paint.
we saw.
You know. All right. So I've got my white. This is blue, neon blue. I'm gonna put out some neon green because I like it. Gonna keep knocking over my tubes because it's fun. Shake them up. So this is the neon red. Now I don't know how well you guys can tell. See if we can really pick this up. The neon red is different than the neon orange.
Yeah.
It is, and it really paints different. So I definitely recommend getting both, even though sometimes you're like, until your eyes get used to it, you're probably like, that's kind of like the same color.
Those are both just the I'm probably have to come over and try to do some manual color adjusting. What I would say is that the one on the left luminesces slightly more than the one on the right.
That's pretty much how that works. Sippy sippy. That is floral yellow. This one is the Derivan. The Matisse
neat.
Derivan. They make a line. Everybody seems to have a line of acrylic neons and fluorescents. Even the fabric company paints. Now, this is this weird. I got this at Michael's.
So
And this is fluorescent, is all it tells you, and it's this pink, and it doesn't even tell you what color it is. But you get them in the airbrush area. And then I got another fluorescent color, and this one is, again, it just says fluorescent. Because apparently airbrush people, they just look at the bottle and they go, I know the color. But they don't want to know the name. It's sort of a funny, weird thing.
So Cheryl just asked the greatest question. I love
Cheryl?
it. Yeah.
What was the greatest question? Is it the
says-
greatest question of all time?
It says, what do we do about splatter when you live somewhere you can't afford to get that stuff all over? You mean like a live broadcast studio?
Well, no. You take it outside. You just have an extra step. You walk your little self outside, you splatter outside, you come back inside.
So let me ask you.
I've had to do it.
Let's say that we can't.
John would make me do it if you could.
Yeah. So say we can't get you to walk outside. What can we do to protect our lenses? Nothing.
Nothing.
We're just doomed.
Doomed. If you're in, look, splatter is like glitter. It's intrinsically messy.
Mm-hmm.
Glow splatter, though, like glitter, just makes life happy. So that's okay. But I mean, it's like all over my face. You can see I'm like splattered. I just like embrace the splatter. But yeah, you would go outside, do a little splatter, come back inside.
Glow is the glitter of the dark.
And then you can also do some tests outside. And honestly, splattering to the ground sometimes is easier than a vertical splatter.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be kind of nice. And you can get some real distance. You can get some real effects. You can actually become like a splattering master. You know, and just do it where whoever it is isn't complaining to you about the splatter effect outside. Because it'll make a mess outside too. I think I've got to dry this with a hairdryer, John. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all right. I'm gonna.
Because you've got honey.
I that is not helpful. So I'm just we have Honey over here who's joining me. Say hi, Honey.
Hi.
She has the headphones on, so she's helping me out. And right now I'm going to go over and do a quick check because I saw some people saying that they saw some buffering, but nope, looks like we're doing pretty good. The stream says my stream health is good and that we have a good connection, so it looks like our broadcast should stay good tonight.
Hopefully.
So you've been reading the comments with me tonight, right, Honey?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think so far?
I think a lot of people are liking my mom right now, and I'm happy because of that.
That's pretty cool.
I just want to paint everything black and splatter it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to paint the whole world black and splatter it. Because you can't, the camera can't always pick this up. You guys that have black lights at home know what I'm talking about. And remember, this is like just a bulb you buy at Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It gives you the depth like you're really looking into space.
Oh, it so does.
But
love this.
If you are doing this with regular paint and you've just splattered your titanium white, definitely do the white before you put in the color. Everybody else puts in the color and then splatters, but the way you get that deep, 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 deep crazy depth is you hit that first layer splatter.
Mm-hmm. And you really have gotten this star stuff down. I love how you do the spacescapes.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, really? Where's Goldilocks?
So Lisa is loving the black light. What are you doing over there?
Me? I'm looking for Goldilocks.
Oh.
I don't know where she is. I'm freaking out. Oh, here she is. Okay, got her. Number 10, Simply Simmons Extra Firm, the perfect brush. Especially this one. So I'm going to start putting in my Galaxy, which is fun. This is about layers, whether you're doing this in regular paint or if you're doing this in glow paint. It's just about layer, layer, layer. I'm taking a little of my yellow and mixing it with my white. If you've done the quest for me, the funnest color chart you will ever do is your glow color chart.
Now,
So I'm making my little petal shape here. which is kind of like an upside down cup.
Now, was this canvas pre-gessoed black?
This was. I had been getting some requests to show some stuff you could do with the black gessoed canvases. And so I grabbed this at Michael's today because it was on sale. It's 18 by 24, John.
So, wow, that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where was that at?
Michael's.
Okay. So,
It
now,
was cheap.
let's say that you live in West Texas. Where
Where there is no
there's
pre-gessoed black canvas.
There's no pre-gessoed black canvases.
Well, I'd like to say that most everyone in West Texas already knows to just paint their canvas black. I don't mean to pick on anyone anywhere else, but like I know for sure the Texans are like, yeah, I got it.
Okay. So we can just paint it black.
But yeah,
and
if
be
you were
good.
just somewhere, you could do you could go watch our gesso quest and you learn about tinted gesso and black gesso, and you could make this yourself.
Okay.
You could also now I like the gesso because it has a grit to it.
Yeah.
So if I just painted this in black paint, it would actually be smoother than maybe I might want.
Ah.
I'm just trying to...
what are you doing there?
I'm trying to do the inside of the flower. I may have to come back with some black, but that's why this is the flower Nebula.
Okay.
Is it has this sort of little open space that you could see into space.
So
And I'm trying to create that pattern. I'm looking at that pattern in the Nebula. And I'm trying to... I went to an astronomy site. I won't even lie.
So why don't you explain where you started from here and where you're laying this in? So you got a little.
So what I'm doing is I am looking at my reference photo. I have images of the painting on Facebook if you want to download it or print it out, and I'm going to add it to Pinterest after we're done here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to look at the little nebula picture that I have. If you were to Google the flower nebula, you'd see this. And it's sort of in this lower third. I'm just laying in its basic shape. I have some black paint aside if I have to like paint anything out. Like if I don't get its shape correct or I need to more define it or whatever. I'm going to get some orange and some yellow and some orange. I'm mixing some orange and yellow. And I'm going to start working this little nebula shape out. Let's see if I can get my up-close camera in on what I'm doing.
It's there.
So the hard thing with regular paint
Uh-huh.
to get the space effect is to get the glazes. When you're
What
doing
do you
it
mean by
in oil or
glazes?
watercolor, it's real easy to do, but in straight acrylic, it's the thin, transparent layers of paint.
That's really cool how that layers up while you're doing that. I mean,
I love it, and you saw me like doing the design,
yeah, I did.
right? And so I'm kind of bringing this around the shape. I'm letting the brush run dry as I go. And I'm just doing my nice little happy scrumble. If you're brand new, scrumbling is exactly like what it sounds, which is that I'm dancing the brush around on the canvas surface, very dry, trying to create these like random patterns. You can kind of see them popping up there.
That flies by fast.
It goes by fast, yeah. And I'm just trying to do that. I'm like, I'm going to mix a little of my yellow and my orange here. And that's something people don't think about with the neon paints, but they actually do mix and create subtle little tones and shades.
You can see it on the close-up. Actually, if you pull the close-up camera on that one, because you can really see a lot of it.
Right? And I will be layering. The space painting in acrylic, like all painting in acrylic, goes through a crazy, really rough to deal with ugly stage. But with the blacklight painting, I feel like it almost doesn't do that. I feel like it just stays so fun that I have this great time. So as I'm moving out, like, so I've got this deep area of my nebula, right, where the gas is really concentrated and the stars are concentrated.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot of color. And here I'm just coming back in and making this like layer. And so that'll have more pigment. And then as I go out, as the cloud is dispersing, because this is a cloud in space. That's what it is, space cloud. It's a really, really awesome space cloud. And who doesn't like totally love and adore space clouds?
Space clouds.
Space clouds. Right?
Clouds for space.
And this is why sprinkling with the stars ahead of time is so powerful as a technique. I don't know if you can see this as I'm going. Can you see the how light that dusting is?
You should have called this video.
So if you were doing this just in regular colors, like so say you were doing a lemon yellow and a fluorescent orange, and I would always say have a magenta and a quinacridone red and a phthalo blue and a dioxazine purple for doing space scenes in general. That's actually my color recommendations for space scenes in general. And then obviously titanium white and black. So dioxazine purple, phthalo blue, quinacridone red, a magenta. You can use quinacridone magenta, but you can use just a straight magenta. The phthalo dioxazine, any of the fluorescent lemon yellows, and a fluorescent orange. And you can get any space scene going.
Someone said you should do a Blacklight Doctor Who.
I think we should. I think we totally should.
That could be your pose.
That could be. That could completely be it. So I'm just enjoying. I'm going to be layering these colors in. And they layer over each other really well. So these particular fluorescent for UV paints are really designed to be seen under the blacklight. There's this muralist who does these space scenes that you don't see him until the blacklights are turned on.
Oh, yeah.
He takes advantage of how translucent the paint is without the light. See, I'm really working the fact that this is the floral nebula. See how it's kind of like the floor. Look at it. It's like gaseous. Oh, I have to sippy that. I see that already. I love it. Isn't it fun?
I love it.
It's so fun. I just needed 2 space paintings, and you guys have been kidnapped.
It's true. She's just.
Did you put up the bananas lower thirds? Sherpa track is bad.
Do you still have your monitor on?
Yeah, I should turn it off, huh?
Yeah. Then you have less. It'll do less.
How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Is that better?
It is. You just increased your contrast.
I just increased my contrast, but then I decreased my knowing what the heck is going on.
You have to trust in the tracking.
You have to trust in the tracking. I love that. All right. So I got my little dust. I got to dust it up.
It does look a little sharper now. It really
does. Does it?
Yeah, you pick up so many more of the little lights. The little
and don't
stars.
be afraid to like layer over here. When you layer the paint, it does this weird little reactive thing and creates these colors you don't expect. But it's fabulous for space painting. I just want somebody to have me paint their roller rink.
Yes, and Honey and I would come roller there.
Do you know what I'm saying, John? Isn't this just like what every roller rink needs? This painting, like on the wall. This principle, everything you're looking at me doing, you could probably mural a kid's room for well under $200.
Oh yeah,
well under, all in.
And you know that you say the roller rink. It's funny because that's you and I have talked on more than one occasion about how it would be nice to just buy a rink and make that like a little business.
Yeah. So I'm creating these little gaseous forms up here. Just little dust of this into the black, but it's still showing through. And I mean,
you have to get your close. They're close-ups to see it because it's real hard to.
Okay, can the close-up even see them? They're just
real,
dusty.
Oh, you just barely see them, but it makes it.
I wonder if the close-up needs to be closer up.
You can zoom in more.
Ah, it's okay. I'm gonna rinse out this orange from my brush. I am.
You are.
I am.
Are you?
I am. And I'm gonna get my blue.
Blue.
Blue. My fluorescent blue.
It looks like a moony white here.
Does it?
Yeah.
Now, in real life, it's clearly like I can't say it's a robin's egg blue.
Yeah, you can kind of see that in the camera.
So one of the things I think, and hopefully as I'm coming up here, you can really see it. All right, as I'm doing this, space scenes are the ideal place to work out your cloud skills.
Oh, yeah.
Because your clouds are about how you can recognize just the free-form shapes. Right?
No patterns.
No, yeah. Yeah, your eyes will always find the stuff in them, but they don't really make them. It's really interesting. It's your brain wanting to find reason in everything. Not that everything has reason. Some things are just wild and untamed. I'm going to get philosophical tonight because I got sippy sippy.
And we have no rhyme or reason for doing tonight.
We don't. And I so appreciate you guys understanding. John doesn't talk a lot about it a lot, but I know many of you also share this. John has Crohn's. And some days are rough days.
Some
And
days are rough days.
We weren't really sure how today was going to go. It didn't look so good this morning.
So
I'm bringing this down, and I'm just trying to find this outer gas space. Now, interestingly enough, I don't think nebulas in space. John does some astrophotography. Actually look like this. I believe this is how they run filters to create these beautiful photographs.
Well, yeah. So because a lot of times when taking photographs, we take them beyond the visual spectrum, so into infrared and ultraviolet. And because our eyes can't see those, we have to colorize it or use other colors to represent those spectrums of light. So a lot of time these cool hyper color photography of nebula and stuff is actually showing the infrared and ultraviolet spectrums. So, and that's why you see those funky luminescent colors added in.
So I'm using this fluorescent. It's fluorescent Createx color. Oh, fluorescent raspberry. 2 fluid ounces of fluorescent raspberry. And my weird Lucas blue, because I get this unusual kind of cool color. I heard that nebulas taste like raspberries.
Did you? That's very interesting. I did not
An
hear that.
astrophysicist said that. He said the most interesting thing about nebulas is they taste of raspberries because nebulas are predominantly made of what gives the raspberry its taste. And that stuck with me. Now, I have not gone out and, like my unboxings, taste tested any nebulas. So he could have totally been having one on. Hopefully you can see how I am. You should always let me know like how to open it. So see how I'm just trying to keep these shapes open.
Yeah.
I'm allowing space to show through. We're going to keep allowing space to show through. I may have to come and redefine this little shape in here a little bit with the black paint. And that's what it's about. If you have astronomy lovers in your life, finding references of great space clouds that they know and love will speak to them. But once you learn this technique, you can make all kinds of fantasy space scenes. If you're doing spray paint or airbrush paint, you just skip the scrumbly part. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You get to do this without the scrumbling. It's a little less work, is what I would say.
So sorry, I'm trying to help out. There's help out. We got so many questions in the.
I'm happy to answer any questions because I love space painting, and I'm happy to say this is not the last space painting we're going to do. I've got another one coming up.
So
because I like it, and it will never stop. I love creating this blue with this raspberry. It creates the best color.
Well, I was just going over and checking to make sure we have a really good healthy stream going up. So
really,
yeah. If anyone is at home buffering right now, you just may want to refresh because it looks like the stream has been solid tonight. So thank you, Intertubes.
Thank you, Intertubes. And listen, I know not everybody has the bandwidth and the unlimited data to stream these. So, I mean, we are looking to. I know we've talked about it like forever and ever, and you must think there's never going to be an app, but there is going to be an app.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's
it will have that feature. The people doing the app are clearly not yet doing our website. But they're going to do our website, we hope.
Yes.
We're going to talk to them about doing our website.
Well, yeah, we're working on it all.
We're working on it all. John and I were thinking that when we give up this, we should go have a YouTube how to have a website show. Not. Will I ever be done being an artist? Oh, this is the cool thing about being an artist. You're done being an artist when you die. That's when. Oh, I think you get to go on and continue to be one. I believe Bob Ross is still painting in the sky somewhere. He's with the big brush.
Yep.
He always said painting the sky.
Painting the skies. And you know, if you think about it, Beatrice Woods was at her pottery wheel to age 103.
Wow. Did you hear that, honey?
What?
Beatrice Woods was worked as an artist until she was 103.
Yeah. And I mean, she was a working artist. Like, she was still selling pieces.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm going to leave this little open spot of space because I want my Starship Enterprise to be able to fly through here.
Mm-hmm.
She went over my record of living.
You know, of course, John. What was Janeway flying?
Voyager?
Voyager. John would have Voyager fly through, but we still love him. We stay married to him in spite of his Voyager loyalty. But he has such strong Voyager loyalty.
That was a good show.
He really
Janeway
liked
was
him some Voyager. I like 7 and 9.
That's a cool character.
Yeah. I'm going to keep working this cloud. Now this side, this is a blue cloud. So, and generally in astronomy sites, they like to separate them up into like the kind of colors. And so we're going to work this blue cloud,
Mm-hmm.
which I think how they get these photographs is they have to double expose them.
Actually, there's
I think you see
many
one cloud at one
exposures.
time and one cloud at another
That's
time.
right. Yeah, they actually do with color filters. So, and that's what I was saying earlier is that when they do an exposure, like they'll do one particular wavelength, and that may be just infrared, or one spectrum of infrared, and then they'll do just red and just green and just blue, and then they'll add all of those up afterwards. They'll add up all those afterwards and make sure that they stack them up. So
I like getting this. I'm gonna see you just layer.
layers.
You probably think I'm all done with my space scene, but I'm not. But it feels like it's like you really. This is a lot of fun. Now, if you're brand new to painting, you probably.
Oh no, Ghost threw it down. She's like saying that for shame that liking Janeway is almost as bad as liking Babylon 5.
Oh no, because
man.
I like Babylon 5.
Hey, I like giant puppets.
I do too.
I just what are you gonna do?
But that wasn't Babylon. That was.
No, Babylon had giant puppets too. That was
Did they?
Yeah, they had the giant green puppet guy.
Oh yeah. I was thinking
He was
Farscape
cool.
was
Well,
what
no,
you were.
Farscape was like that. That was Muppets in space.
Okay, but there's nothing like the Lex BBC version
That's true.
original edition.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on in America, but BBC Lex
it was just nuts.
was off the chain. Okay, so I love my home. I love America. It's great. It's good. It's big. It's got all kinds of good yummy things to eat. Like we fried dough,
Yeah.
like nobody's business. But we need to stop messing with whatever the BBC makes.
They got cool stuff.
They do it right the first
the
time.
original Lex was crazy. And,
Crazy good.
and it's a definite Sherpa After Dark show. I mean,
Oh yeah, Sherpa After Dark. Woo! Makes it sound like we're doing something way more interesting than Sippy Sippy.
This is like a late night talk show.
Is it, honey?
that's funny. It's kind of I think it's a late night chat show.
It's a late night chat show with painting.
So I'm even forgetting to go over there. I got to read the question here for a second. Hold on.
Questions? Do we have questions?
There's actually questions. I have to go in there.
There's questions?
Let's see. So what are you doing over there? Are you explaining that while I go read this?
Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep a fairly dry brush, and I'm letting the canvas show through, and I'm taking advantage of how toothy and absorbent this gesso texture is what
Mhm.
I'm doing. So instead of having to, we've done the space techniques where we've sponged it. We've done the space techniques where we've used glazes to get translucent layers. And now we're using paints that are naturally sort of translucent and taking advantage of the fact that the gesso is porous and pulls the paint in. So many ways to get this done. So much fun painting space in the middle of the night.
So and
And
Jeannie,
I just wanted to.
when we're talking about like taking pictures in deep space, focus is a question that may come up. And Janie brought up a question about focus.
Okay.
So she was saying that she has an issue, where she gives up a lot, and she isn't sure if it's a problem with her focus or time. But what's your advice to help her consistently make, to make something complete, to bring it to be able to do that, and with confidence. How can she consistently make art with confidence and get it to completion?
I think you got to get more forgiving of yourself.
Small projects.
Well, no, not even. Yeah, you can do smaller projects, but I think it's about, and I don't mean, I mean this really genuinely. It's about believing in yourself. So I remember when I was in art, John remembers this, taking on commissions or projects that were challenging and maybe a little bit beyond my reach at that time, and not knowing that I could do it, that if I just hung in there, and having a much harder time being able to finish work. Do you remember that, John?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as I worked more and more and more and more and more, as I did things like daily paintings, as I did things that just gave me no option but to persevere through, I came to understand that every painting has a resolution. I just have to hang in long enough to find it. And then I started to have some confidence in myself that I may not see the solution in this painting right now, but somewhere in the next 2 hours, I'm probably going to find a resolution. And I just have to trust myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the more successes I had, the more I trust myself. The more successes I have, the more I trust myself. And now I get myself into all kinds of trouble and say things to my friend Angela Anderson. Let's paint some famous paintings.
I agree.
We'll do it for the holidays. Everybody will love it. I'll do La Belle Dame Merci. I painted that before. It won't be hard. I did? I talk fast sometimes.
Sippy pouring.
I'm going to sippy. But that's a lot what it is it's just realizing that you're enough, that somewhere in you, you'll find the solution, and to just learn to trust that. If you have to do smaller projects, if you have to do multiple projects, you're going to have a work process that really is where you flourish.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, not hyper criticizing. Comparison and criticizing yourself just kills the joy from it. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. You're sitting next to your friend that you think paints better than you, and then you're like, I'm not painting that well. And they just have different techniques. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably just love your painting.
Yep. Well, I have to say, I want to say thanks to all of our moderators and wonderful community members that are out there. Yep, under the bus.
No, I was like, wow, I got some glow freckles.
You're looking at the close-up camera?
I'm looking at the close-up camera, and
Whoa,
it's like,
those are some glow freckles.
those are some glow freckles.
Well, see, you have to back up, because see what it is that when you get too close, there it goes. And see, this is when we have to put up this thing right here. The bananas, because she is Banana Girls.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. I'm bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Thumbs down.
Now, I was saying thank you to all of our moderators.
Yes.
And Janine, who's helping us out tonight. I really do appreciate it. And even though when my screen is so far away and hard to see, I still try to read all the questions.
He does. I'm putting out a little black paint because I want to fix a little spot.
What's wrong? What did you break in space?
I didn't break anything. You can't break anything in space. Other than your
Picard
few
that.
astronomy friends who might be like, that's not a really good representation of the floral nebula.
Right.
Other than those guys.
Seriously, somehow Picard and Q managed to break space on more than one occasion.
Yeah, well, Picard had some challenges. Earl Grey tea, hot. So I'm just trying to, I want to open up this little space right here, and I felt like it was a little too smooth in there, and the thing is in a gaseous cloud, it wouldn't be that together. So I was like, I got to fix that. And that's what I did.
Could you get the, let's see, the close-up camera. There we go.
So I kind of went in there, and I just opened that up a little bit. I'm going to come back with some gas that's going to be kind of living in the center with a small tight brush. But I just wanted to open that up. Look for those areas. Again, be your own starship captain and look where you can fly your spaceship through. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seriously saying that. I'm going to be just...
I have to wonder how many of these are going to come back with deep space exploration vessels in them.
I really hope a lot. And I would like to encourage you to add TARDISes and Enterprises.
Mm-hmm.
Would like to encourage that strongly. These are properties that love their fans, and they respect that you sometimes need to make some art about it.
Somebody's a space.
Don't make T-shirts. You know? But if you just need to do that at home, that's an okay thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a star cluster in here that is lighting this up, I believe.
Lisa thinks there'll be a Borg cube illuminating hers. So
You will be assimilated, says Lisa. And you know, if was that a good answer for Jane? Was she happy with it? Because if
Yeah.
I can delve into that more. I'm
Yeah, it
happy to
was.
talk about that. I would love if we were like in like these one-on-one kind of scenarios, like you were talking about, John.
yeah.
Because then I could sit there and we could really look at it and look at a book and talk about process and.
So,
That was the whole thing about the creativity thing, is just to show, like, especially like Angela, because she and I are so tight, and yet we have very different creative processes.
oh yeah. I thought that, and
So I added that little white
you
there, and
did.
it like popped that little
that's
light.
cool.
It makes its own pink. Look at that. Makes its own pink. Where does that come from? I don't know. I'm just glazing with the white, and then it makes its own pink.
Now, can you varnish this when you're done?
No,
Why can't you varnish it?
because they have UV filters in them, which just
The UV blockers that go
it's
in.
the UV blockers. I haven't
Ah.
found the varnish that you can do with it.
So,
So it just, you know what, they don't last. But the truth is about these UV paints is they are not forever.
well, yeah, blacklight is UV. So if you put a UV blocking
Yeah.
varnish on there, what you'll have is a white, evenly coated. And I think that we might even have a varnished painting if you put it in there. It just sort of looks semi-transparently hazy white.
Yeah, it's just not, yeah.
You just can't really see anything underneath it.
It's just not a good, it's not a good effect. It's not the effect we were looking for. This is not the effect you were looking for. I'm going to add some white into my clouds. Even over the blue. Even though everyone's like, well, the blue looks like the white. Except when you start putting the white on there and then you're like, wow, that may not. And so I'm just dabbing. I love Goldilocks for this. I'm being pretty abusive to Goldilocks.
Putting her through her paces.
She may end up retired like the cows that were shared on my Facebook page.
It's a little gleeful brush that goes
Scampers in
It's
the field bucking.
Goldilocks on the 3
Everyone does not understand like how crazy it is they have you on Facebook now. You're like paying attention to these posts.
Ooh. It'd be neat to get Serenity in there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's another, we
yeah.
haven't thought about that.
Do you want to know another cool thing about glow paint?
What's
It
that?
doesn't really get dirty.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't, like, the water doesn't get dirty. Like, I'm not like in there like at some point going, I really got to change my water. As long as you're not using regular acrylic paints, the water really works for you.
Yeah. You going?
Oh, I love this. This is so much fun. And again, you can do this at home. You can use other colors. These techniques really are universal. And I've got one in regular paint coming up. But if you can just go, you could really do this inexpensively. You can set up a blacklight studio in your house super inexpensively. I have a whole bunch of videos for it.
Ooh, Wetzel asked, what if you covered it with clear medium instead of varnish?
I'm going to guess that if you bought it from Liquitex or Golden, they have UV filters in it.
Because they're all about that preservation. You have to check on it, I guess, test, right?
Yeah, you can test. You can use a little tiny ACEO card and test it.
Oh, those are so cute. Those
Little cards.
yeah.
Yeah,
the
we're gonna do those.
Those little Bristol.
We're going to do some ACEOs. We'll have a how to do artist trading cards video.
Mhm.
Like how to paint teeny tiny. So much fun. I'm adding some of this green into my blue. Can you guys register that it's green?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you see that it's green? It's green. It's not easy being green.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Can you see it? It's
Yay.
very powerful here for me, but I don't know if it's That's the only thing I need. We need to get special cameras, like what Lexi has on Made You Look, that can see the blacklight stuff really good. What are those?
Oh, I don't know. But what I really, really want are some...
Does anybody want to collaborate with me who's a YouTuber that has really good cameras?
Yeah, we want some black magic cameras to hook up to our system.
Is that what is? Would you think they'll do it?
Yeah, the new Black Magic 8M Studio stuff. That'll be
Can you see the
awesome.
green? Can we see the green? I don't feel
Yeah.
like I'm seeing the green
Yeah,
on the
you
up close
can.
camera,
Yeah, it's there.
but I
It's
feel
real
like
light.
I'm really seeing the green on my eyes.
Yeah, Flame says she can see it.
You can, Flame? Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you, Flame. I so appreciate that you guys are here with me. Like, I know these things are up forever, and there's people watching them 2 years from now. Hi, person, 2 years from now. 2 years from published date. Thank you for watching. But it's so nice to have you guys here live now, and I'm, like, freaking out. Like, can you see my green?
Lisa totally remembered Lexbot.
She remembers BBC Lex?
Yes.
Oh, right, Lisa? Right? So good.
So good.
So good. So good. I want to just like go to the dark side. I want to like absolutely fight the cluster.
That was like when I had like two ADSL button lines that we had bundled together so that we could go out and find all the great BBC stuff.
Oh, yeah, it was so good. John, it was just so good. I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm having a blast and sipping. I don't know what to tell you. This is
I
just
don't know.
fun.
I'm
Y'all
gonna
are
go
being
find-
kidnapped
where
into
is
my
it?
Blacklight late night painting party.
I want to go find some... There
How-
it is.
Who all is with us this late?
Oh my gosh. We have so many people. I want to put the music.
You want music?
I already have it.
What?
Let's see here. We have we have a bunch of questions coming in here.
Okay, I'm happy to answer any questions. If I can help people paint space, I will have done my job on YouTube. My YouTube job will be done because I've taught a dragon, I taught space. YouTube's fixed.
So I like this question. This is a mission-centric question. Joy says, I've recently started oil painting, but I'm having trouble going back to acrylic. Any
Oh, yeah.
suggestions? Set down the oil paints.
So what it is oil paint and acrylic paint don't work the same. They're totally not interchangeable, and the skills that you're learning in the oil painting and getting comfortable with don't necessarily apply to the acrylic painting. But oil painting and acrylic painting do, however, work very nicely together. You can do your entire underpainting in acrylic, get it to this place, come back in your oils and glaze, and get an amazing, amazing banana effect. It's like being ambidextrous if you can paint oils and acrylic. So I say hang in. Hang in.
Two different kind of paints. One is oil, one is
Honey is having dreams of ambidextrous painters using oil in one hand and acrylic in the other. I'm sure in some mad anime painting fury.
I'm working some of this green over here into the flower part of my nebula.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see it? Because the nebula, when I start to layer it up, is just super satisfying. Is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
When the nebula starts to layer up, it's just super, super satisfying. I just like it so much.
Yeah.
Just so fun to add color and definition and come in and work a cloud. Work a cloud. I'm gonna see if I'm working the cloud I can see. And you can see how these paints glaze up and layer,
Mm-hmm.
increasing depth of color. Make it feel like there's some real cloud stuff happening here. It's super fun for me. This is like meditation. This is like a Zen doodle. Super fun. All right. Super, 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 super fun. I'm going to get some yellow. I'm going to work it in here. Let's pull some yellow out. Just some yellow. Some mellow yellow.
Some mellow yellow.
Bob lives here in this nebula. He's painting it every day. I'm having a little fantasy. So much fun. It's fun. You can see. Can you see that pop of yellow?
Yeah, we really can.
There it is. Up close cam. Just popping that yellow. Pop, pop, pop. Rudy Rod.
Ruby Rod. You have your multi-pass right over there, don't you?
I do. I have a Lilu Dallas multipass. Chicken's good. You know what? She's right. Chicken is good. Chicken is so delicious. Wait, I've gone real Smeagol on that for a second. Sometimes I go into really deep Gollum territory. It really freaks my kids out. So I'm just trying to show these colors, these gases that the camera has picked up. How do you think this would look if we were just flying through space, though, John? Would we see this even?
You know, I think that as you know, it's lit from different sides as you approach it. So I mean, I imagine it's completely different being in close inside one than it would be on the outs. You know, as we see it from hundreds of thousands of light years away.
Do you think?
Yeah, I can't even know. I'm certainly not qualified to speculate.
I feel like I want to go there, but not really.
I think it'd be really cool to check out.
I think when they make space travel less crazy scary, like, first of all, I don't want a black hole drive that goes to a horrible, evil dimension. That seems like an engineering error that they got to fix. I take my science fiction very seriously. To me, it's like totally predictive because everything Gene Roddenberry ever said was like totally true. Like, I love Lucas, but I don't think Jar Jar Binks is likely. Does that make sense, John?
Yeah.
I don't like worry about Jar Jar actually being something we run into, but stuff Lucas talked about, I think green six-armed women for sure. In fact, I think by the time we get into space travel, we're gonna like go back to like the grooving 60s.
All the costumes will be right back there. It'll be like,
And
well,
William Shatner will be back, reincarnated, to like take his rightful place. Having fun. It's so fun, John. I wish you could do this with me.
I am.
And still like switch the switch. And I know there's no way to do that.
I'm doing good pushing buttons.
You're doing
Honey's helping me
good.
push buttons.
Pushing the buttons.
I'm
gonna
gonna
add some
let
yellow
her
here.
try some button pushing here for a little while.
Oh, I'm so loving this nebula. Is anyone else just geeking out on this nebula, or is it just me all by myself in my studio? In my studio, I'm gonna grab some of my neon red paint. Ooh, I grabbed too much neon red paint. So I don't know if you guys can see the load.
Yep.
So I'm loading the paint. I just wanted to show you my glowy brush. I never pretend there's a technical reason for it. And I'm just working these deeper colors. I really love this nebula. I'm not even going to play here. I do. This is, you know, we did the Carina. And we've done the Milky Way. We're about to do the Milky Way again. For the camping one. So excited about that one. If you've been watching Instagram, you've seen Just the Sky come in. You've gotten a sneak peek of the sky. Look at how that red there pops. Like, for some reason, those like completely pops as if it's a glow.
Oh yeah.
Is it just seriously? Tell your kid that you just love them so much that you're going to do a space painting in the room. That only works with blacklight.
Honey, would you like a space painting?
Yes.
Which one? You know, which would you like? Nebulas or just stars? What do you think you want?
I want that, like, that colorful thing. I want a lot of those.
She'd like some of that. Don't
She'd
we
like
all
some of
want
that, yeah.
some of that?
All of it.
All of it. We all want some.
Mm.
Everybody. Okay, I better not sing that because I want to get content ID'd. And even though I sing really terribly, YouTube's system for recognizing music is very proficient.
And they're gonna want their licensing fee.
They are. They're gonna want their licensing fee for me singing some David Lee Roth.
It doesn't matter if you take artistic freedom with it.
It doesn't, or do it really badly. They don't care, not even a little bit.
You can be 30% off, and they're still going to get you.
Oh. I'm deepening some of these little smoke clouds in the distance. I'll come here. Oh, I love doing, I'm going to get over here. I love doing this red over the blue. Is that not tripping you out? It trips me out. It's just so fun. And this is what I'm going to do. This is what's happening. I am going to just come here and persevere. I'm going to go to space. I'm going to go where no one has gone before. And I'm looking for edges. I'm looking for my negative space and my positive space. I don't know if you guys have heard people say that before. Wondered what the heck they were talking about. What that is the objects that have color and weight and the areas where I'm not putting in color and weight. And I'm paying attention to how they relate to each other. And that's how I create a good composition. Theoretically. See how it goes. Because I just get into it. Start following my bliss. Like you do. I'm going to come over and I'm going to pick up some of this airbrush. This raspberry that these clouds taste like. You love that, John? The raspberry that the clouds taste like.
I was reading comments over here, so you just sort of broke my brain there.
You know what? I've been breaking your brain since we got married. It's like my second job.
So,
hey, John, how you doing? I'm going to date you and break your brain.
Jennifer was asking a question.
Hi, Jennifer.
And she was like, can I mix a little essential oil into my acrylic paint? Not a lot, just enough to create aromatherapy effect while painting.
So, wow. I would definitely write Golden and Liquitex and ask them that question just because that's a chemistry question. So your oils will affect the polymer of the paint, and I have no idea how they would affect it. But I know that if you were to, say, put oil paint into your acrylic paint, that would mess it up beyond all reason. Right? But, like, I don't know that a water-based extraction would mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were to do, like, a super saturated water solution scent, right? Like an eau de toilette instead of an essential oil, maybe that wouldn't be a problem. I would just write that question and then try to ascertain from their answer where the issue is.
Gotcha.
But my thinking is if it was going to break down from oil paint, it's going to be an issue. I'm having so much fun. It's going to be an issue.
So, I'm just over here.
I'm getting my pink, this pink color that I've got, which is, let's see if we can ascertain what color that is.
Tina is at Disney right now waiting for the fireworks to start.
Hi, Tina!
So she should have to take a picture and share it up on Facebook so we can see the pictures.
You're celebrating Disney's 60th. Tina must be there for Disney's 60th.
We wish we were there.
I wish I was there.
So does Honey. Don't you wish you were there, Honey?
I want to trade places with you.
Everybody, don't we all wish we were Tina today?
Honey's forgetting to push the buttons. I'm having to look over there and go, button pusher?
Is she supposed to be the button pusher?
She's supposed to. She's spaced out.
You know, you get me a thumbs down. Thumbs down for Mom.
And she continued to space out as she was making comments about it being a spacey painting.
It's a space painting, so I get to space out. It's my excuse.
All right.
I love that Honey's paying attention and wanting to know how we're making these videos. And I really appreciate you guys being supportive of her coming in here and learning the process. So I'm working just like a little
junior button pusher.
Defined edge with this raspberry.
Working my way up to the button master. My dad is the button master. I must earn my way up to reach level 100, the button master.
All right, well, you're missing button pushes.
She's like, she's so busy doing the bit that she's missing the job.
It's a 3-person job, so.
All right, I'm coming over here. I'm going to keep working my little wonderful floral nebula. Pulling this out. This wonderful... Working these gases out here, right? Because you got to work the gases out here. So much fun for me to do.
Somebody just said May May is here.
May May? Miss May May. I'm painting in the middle of the night doing sippy sippy. How you doing, Miss May May? May May, if you don't already know, but you should already know, has a fabulous May May Made It craft channel, and it's super funny. She just makes me really genuinely laugh and be happy. She's just one of those. She's just that girlfriend that just genuinely cracks you up. And she and her fabulous friend Melody Lane, who has the really amazing Cricut channel and crafting channel, they do a thing called This Crafty Life Live, and they interview different interesting creative people, kind of all of the Carol Duvall show.
Yeah,
super fun. I've been on it.
You
was
have.
really into it
That was really cool.
with the giveaway that never ended. Yes, honey, it is. Hi, May May. My daughter's on the show. May May does stuff with her son, so she gets what's going on right now.
Yeah.
My daughter's on the show. She's co-hosting.
So is this for space or Sherpa land?
No, this is space.
This is legitimate
I'm
space.
looking at an actual picture of a nebula. I'm doing my best. Hang in with me. I'm doing my best. Painting this nebula. I lost my factual reference. I've got a factual reference, and oh no, it did the thing. But
I'll come see if I can do that.
so I've got in the center here, you need a little gas cloud. So I'm going to come back with my white. I'm going to make a little gas cloud that would be in the center here. And I'm going to add some little gas bits here that are coming down the arms. Right? So I've got that nice little center. I'm going to come back. And even here, I'm going to just keep adding this brightness that's in the center of this nebula. It's super fun for me. I really love doing it. Just creating this little...
It's hard to be sneaky on screen when you're luminescent.
It is. You like glow because you're Doctor Who. The Doctor Who parts of you glow. Time Lord. I still love that you got a job once for saying you're from Gallifrey. How does that even work? That's crazy. That is simply crazy.
So this was which nebula was this?
The floral nebula.
The floral nebula.
So it's supposed to look like a flower. So that was like, I'm totally into that.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab some of my red and then just add a little of that to the center of my floral nebula. A little bit there, so that's there. I'm looking at what's here, and so I come back with a little yellow and stuff later. I'm just working it. Really seriously, this is really just about perseverance. You know, a sponging is one way of getting it all in. I'm going to come back into my yellow.
I like your brush technique.
You do?
Yeah. I like the layers.
I love the layers. You know, if it's just been a week, and I'll tell you what, guys, this week has been a week for us. You can come in and you work these bits. You know, work your clouds. I could paint a daily painting of space. I could. I'm not even kidding. John knows it.
Mm-hmm.
I could just sit there and say, all right, I'm going to do like a daily painting of space for like 60 days. And all that would come out of that, for me, for you, for anyone that did it, is just really low blood pressure.
Yeah.
Your doctor would be like, are you taking like some experimental drug? And you'd be like, yeah, I'm taking art. Has no side effects, except I got a lot of paintings in my house I don't know what to do with. You could hang some of them here in your office. I painted space for 60 days.
So, Valerie had a question here. I was just reading.
I would love to answer her question.
She wants to know if the Lucas Glow paints are artist quality.
Yes. That's what the deal is with the Lucas Glow paints. Of the glow paints, the Lucas Glow paints are the artist quality glow paints. And so therefore last the longest time because, believe it or not, there's a big giant movement in fine art for painting glow-in-the-dark paintings. Sometimes I actually kidnap you guys into trends like glitter painting, which is super hot right now in fine art. Glow painting and fine art, paintings that exist in several states of lighting, big trends right now.
Wow.
And so a lot of the good companies, Liquitex has some, Golden has glow paints. It's just not, it's for reals. It's for realsies.
Wow. So I think it was, so Janine says that she's orientation tomorrow for her art diploma. She's excited and nervous.
Ooh. You're going to have so much fun. There's going to be singing and music in the studio.
And June is in her second year of her Bachelor's of Art. She loves it. So there's a lot of people out there who were just commenting that they're going on and having a lot of fun at their art education pursuits.
Art education is awesome. I don't even know why we go and get degrees in other things. I'd like look at the other people in these other, fields of study and just felt bad for them. Not trying to start nothing. I was like, oh my gosh.
There was a request. There's a whole lot of really awesome chatter going on out here in the chat right now.
Okay.
There was Ghost Hostess.
Ghost Hostess. I just seriously, do you not want to go? Wait, John. I want to be like Brock. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Every time you say
Space
her name,
Ghost, Coast to Coast.
Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. I will never be a show as good as Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. No show. Jimmy Fallon, everything he does is just trying to be half as good as Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
Well, she was she was suggesting that we glitter the La Dame de Marcy painting you did. I was like, wow,
If
that'd
I
be
could,
really crazy.
you know what? I can glitter it, but if I did, that's going to an art show. That's like me throwing down. I'm like, yeah,
And then see,
Raffy
earlier-
like glitter. Take that.
But see, just a little bit earlier, someone else suggested that you put a planet inside this. You just add a planet to this, which I thought was kind of neat. But then I got to thinking, what would be really cool would be a glitter Jupiter,
Glitter Jupiter right in the middle
like a
of all of
giant
this.
Jupiter glittered.
Well, if it was sitting out here, it would be really Jupiter, would it?
Or a giant Saturn glittered. That would be really cool.
We could glitter. If you take nothing else from any of this, if you just took away that you can paint it, I guess.
Honey's hanging my headphones.
She's what with your headphones?
She hung on,
Honey cracks me up.
hung them on my mic stand.
I just really enjoy my daughter. She just cracks me up. Just trying to catch some highlights up here. Enjoy that, and just painting my little heart out. That's what I'm doing. I'm painting my little heart out, John.
Yeah, we can glitter any of the pre-Raphaelites. I think that would work out.
That would work out.
How about glitter Flaming June?
Yeah, it's all doable. It's just, it's time. You're looking at about 150 hours to glitter Flaming June, but it's cool. It can be done. It can be done. We can do it. We can make them better, faster.
More shiny, for sure.
Yeah, guys, you just have to excuse me. I'm just having a blast.
You're just painting away.
I am, because I'm just feeling better. It's
You're
been
just
one of
layering.
those weeks, and I know I should wrap this up. YouTube says I should wrap this up. Well, YouTube thinks I should have wrapped this up like an hour ago.
Wait, I know. YouTube hasn't told me that.
YouTube hasn't told you that?
No, we still got.
I would like to experiment, because I haven't gotten to use it with the ink. It's a different orange. I know it looks like probably the same orange, but it's a slightly different orange.
What do you put
Can you see that it's a different orange?
Yeah, well, slightly.
All right, okay. It just matters to me. I don't know what to say.
You want some more orange number 2.
I
Some slightly different orange.
want a slightly different orange. And because it's such a lovely glaze. Oh, it's just a glaze. Oh.
Okay, you have to adjust the close-up camera so we can see that.
Okay, I'm lost in it. It's a glaze. It's a glaze, y'all. Glaze.
All right, what are you doing?
So it's very translucent. So if you just needed a little touch of this light baby orange in there, ooh, it gives it to you. It just gives it to you, it just gives it to you, and then it gives back. So fantastic. I'm so into it. I have a problem. I need a support group. There needs to be a support group of Nebula painters. Nebula painters unite!
Yep.
You can find your way out of it. I'm back into the orange, just the traditional orange paint. Because I didn't need a glaze, I needed pigment. I'm trying to capture this bright, powerful kind of space that's happening here. Have fun. Okay, I feel like there's like lights up over my head. It's so weird. Did something happen?
So what's funny is that, you know, because we've got fixed focus on the palette, on the canvas,
Yeah?
you're slightly out of focus, and so as you get closer to the camera, you get a little more and more out of focus.
Really?
Yeah, so everyone's just commenting. It's like Cinnamon keeps popping in and out of focus, and it's like,
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Kinda.
I'm gonna just increase my blue over here, some places.
Oh, you're off the.
I'm off the close-up camera.
You're off. There
Okay,
you go.
you know what? I just gotta work it. Okay, I'm actually probably ready to start
you
again.
just stood in front of the camera.
Is that better?
That's okay. It's funny though. It's
I
all
didn't
like,
even get any music. I thought you were gonna have really like funkalicious, like Bruno Mars kind of music for me tonight, and like you did not.
it's just been too low for you to hear. It's been kind of going in the background.
Has it?
Yeah. So you can hear it better now?
I can't. I
Okay.
feel better now.
Okay.
I feel so much better. I'm gonna star this thing again. I'm scared though. You ready?
Okay. What are you going to do?
I have to star it again.
Star it
Yeah, I have to
with your
star it.
awesome,
My flick brush.
your flick brush.
My flick brush of awesome. You could also do this one star at a time, slowly, if you felt like it. You're just feeling so inclined to go one single. It's nice to have a couple different flicking tools so that you get different sizes. Like a toothbrush gives you a fine mist.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, here it goes.
Okay, wish me luck.
Yay! Splatter.
So it does actually help. Woohoo!
It covered the lens too late.
To cover the lens. No, I did. Well, then how would we see the flick? The top layer of stars matters,
As,
is all I can tell you.
all I can say is to all the people out there who work on cameras, I do have a clear filter over all the lenses.
Do you?
Yes.
All right. So I feel like we've got our stars worked out. Isn't that nice?
It does.
So the trick to this, though, is you've got to give it the big stars.
The big... Oh, that's right. The big stars...
You've got to have the big, beautiful stars. I don't know if John... I'm going to sippy.
You keep sipping.
I love late night Sherpa after dark.
I'm going to mock you ever so slightly.
Why?
I'm going to put you a banana picture up.
Banana. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. It's bananas. Do you like my sippy?
We love it. In its luminescent, slightly out of focus... You're slightly out of focus in your glowiness.
You know you live in Texas when you're willing to drink Moscato out of a straw.
But see, you just look like you're more glowy in your slightly out of focusness.
Do I?
Yeah.
This is my anti-aging treatment. Eventually, all Sherpa parties will be blacklight. Sorry. Wait, I'm full on caught on my easel. I'm good. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I got it.
You're in.
You're in.
One too many sippy sippies.
One too many sippy sippies. So I'm going to bring you over to an important star. Oh,
Which one?
tour of the can I take him on the tour of the
Yeah, you
galaxy
can
on the
get to the
close-up
tour.
cam?
Slowly.
Touring the galaxy on the close-up cam.
So cool.
Nice. We're going to come back over here to the blue part of the nebula.
And what I have to say is that this really only shows, honestly, about half. of
What
the
it is.
Yeah. It's really so much cooler than what it even shows up here.
It's so true, though. I'm getting a little yellow in my white. Again, the color chart, when you make one with your blacklight paint, it's the most fun you'll ever have. I did that with Claire and we had a great time. I'm going to dust on a very dry brush a radial circle right here. I'm going to get some white again. I'm going to come down here, about here, and on a radial circle, I'm going to dust that. I'm going to come over to my right here. I don't even know if you can see. Can they see it?
Oh, yeah.
The dust on a radial circle. It's like important stuff. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come up here and dust on a radial circle where my finger is. I'm star mapping, guys. I'm mapping some stars. So these are the glows that you'll be building other stuff on. And I like to have them in a little bit. A little bit of glow. This one might show a little more than the ones previous to it have shown. So I've just got this dry brush of radial. It's very lovely. Here in the corner, I'm using just the white. I'll make another one right here. Just a little bit of glow. I'll come and define this a little bit more. I just want to know what's going on. Once I have that in, I have other things that I'll be putting in. I might even add a little yellow to this one down here. Just creating that energy, that energetic light. And I'm going to get, I don't know if you can see it at all, a micro detail.
A little bit.
So it's just what it is. There's these package of micro detail brushes. I'm going to make a nice little big dot right here. See if that the up close camera is really on.
I got it. Whoa, super close.
Yeah,
all
well,
right, I'm going to take out off while
doing.
everyone's wondering. There we go.
Okay. And then I'm going to make as vertically straight a line as I can, especially given my sippy state.
There's some votes out there for a space dragon.
Space dragon. Yeah. We're going to end up with a space dragon.
Whoop. That was cool. The close-up camera had some autofocus still going, so it was really cool. Just
pulling some radials out.
Oh, Falcor. That's awesome. You could totally do a luck dragon.
Okay.
Well, at least there's 3 of us who remember who Falcor is.
And he's like, I don't know
Actually,
what you're talking
it
about.
would seem that there's more than that out there.
All right, I've added a little yellow. Can we all see that
I can see
star?
the
Is that star shining in the night sky? So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going around the sky, and on the areas that you've done radials, you're going to make some of these stars stronger. And then also just on occasion, you're going to make some stars stronger. They're going to be shining, twinkling in the night.
You're a little off the close-up there.
Yeah. Well, because we zoomed way in.
You zoomed way in.
See, we got that. We're going to just start twinkling some stars. I think my favorite thing about the time-lapse coming in was seeing the light of the stars just start to go.
Wait, bing, 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 bing.
It was just beautiful. It was as if they began to shine. It really worked for me, like emotionally.
It was really cool. So, yeah, I encourage you guys to go check out the intro, and you'll see how they just popped in. It was really neat. On that alone, I might have her do another time-lapse that we take more time with to set some cameras up on, because I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, you know, it would be nice to just all have all HD, like the high end, like really be able to see all the contrast, all the black light, and really go to town on a big space painting.
Yeah.
I've added a little yellow to the star to get it to glow. Can you guys see that star glowing in the sky?
Yeah.
Little tip, some of your stars can be white or blue or yellow. Isn't that right, Don?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. So Stephanie says that she bought a Blacklight LED bulb on Amazon for about $20, and it was so worth it. I'm like,
Hey, Stephanie.
LED. That's the first time I've heard of that. Heard positive review of that, so I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. I'm adding a little yellow to my radial. This is just the really fun part for me.
It
I really
is.
enjoy this part of just throwing in these stars and making some stars bigger and putting some star shine in the night sky.
You know, there's so many people out here who are responding so positively to the idea of a Falcor. We should really do a never-ending story, something.
Oh yeah.
That would be fun.
Okay, so you want to hear a never-ending story? I don't know if you know this. We've been married a long time.
Oh no, this is live.
So I don't know what, like 10
Uh-huh.
when Neverending Story came out. I had a bike, and I would go. It was in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and I would go every single day to the movie theater, biking 3.5 miles to see the Neverending Story. And I would then finish with a coconut yogurt
Mm-hmm.
with toasted coconut shavings. And I was just like so into that movie. I think I saw it 22 times
Yeah.
off of horse stall mucking money. Let me tell you, you got to muck a lot of horse stalls to go see a Falcor. I was really into that movie.
Yeah, I remember when it came out on VHS, and the local rental store had it. I mean, like, I had it out because I'd come home from school and watch it just over and over and over and over again.
I think we got married because of things like that, like how seriously we took The Princess Bride. Like, we're like, it's a very serious movie. You got to take it seriously.
Wow. You close up on there?
Yeah, let me just I'm just twinkling some stars. Like twinkle some stars.
Because, you know, for true love.
True love is what brings us together.
So.
I love the sippy sippy night. I'm gonna come down in the lower corner. I feel like some yellow giants need to be down here. What do you think, John?
Yeah.
And some yellows.
Yeah, I think that everybody. Will. Yes, of course. You know,
What?
Lisa brought up the other great epic one we should do something with,
Huh.
and that's Willow.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are our people.
Yeah.
That's what's happened here. Is y'all are our people.
Just that. Well, we knew that though.
We paint it. We paint Pandora.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys need to invest in some blacklight so we can go to Pandora and so we can do some magic paintings and we can Lord of the Rings and do the stuff we need to do as the righteous OG geeks that we are.
Dude, a blacklight apocalypse cloak painting.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You kill my father. Prepare to die.
No, when Andre the Giant did it with that accent, you know, that was just great.
My mom read me the book and then she made a point of reading me the original ending where everybody died. She also then followed that up with Old Yeller and Where the Red Fern Grows. It was a very depressing summer.
Stephanie pulled down a good one, Lady Hawk.
Oh, Lady Hawk!
Oh, that
The
one.
best!
That's like, you know, and then you just go ahead and go for the Dark Crystal and
Oh.
Labyrinth. I mean, we
Oh,
just
I could labyrinth up.
we could totally labyrinth up because then you get the
First
total
of all, y'all
crossover.
don't even know I can Brian Froud like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Like a crazy person.
You guys came to a late night party. I mean, like, did you signed up for us going off
Yeah,
script
this
because
is
there was no
this
script.
is if you're here 2 years later. Yeah, this is unusual.
The Last Unicorn.
Oh, when the light. No, I don't want to content claim, but I could sing that song. Another movie I may have watched a lot of times.
Legend. Well, Legend's another good one.
That would be a really good painting.
Yeah.
That's right. I could sing my own intro.
That's the only song you
I'm just like, I wish that, like, you guys have got to share me. We've got to get big so that places like that will give us permission just to use their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, no, please sing our songs. We appreciate it. No, please paint our paintings. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to do the bulls, the Red Bull chasing the unicorn and the
Oh,
waves, just full on, just paint it. We'll just pretend we've done a 5-hour tutorial. We can
Why
handle
not?
it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just go down. I really like whatever music you're jamming.
I've just got you on some. I'll turn that up for you.
Like way, way up. I'm digging it. Does that mess with them?
No, I don't think so. They can sort of hear you.
Oh, I dig that.
Everybody's egging the dance on. Ooh, A Nightmare Before Christmas. That'd be fun too.
Yes!
Although we talked about some of that.
Sippy, sippy, sippy. Suck it. Suck it, suck it.
Don't go there.
Oh, I kind of could dig this my whole time painting, John.
Everybody else is liking it too.
It really works for me.
My. Yeah. Wetzel said Fifth Element, and you know my feeling on the Fifth Element.
Yeah. We can just meet up late night secretly.
Just I would love to see a glittered ruby rod painting. I think that is high
I
art.
bet he would also love to see a glitter ruby rod painting.
Actually, I think that's high art right there.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'd like a 60 by 70 ruby rod
I'll take that one to court.
in glitter.
I will be like, it's transformative.
Yeah.
Oh, my jam is going. I love whatever you got going there. Dude, where did you get this? These are good.
Well, sound ideas.
Go sound ideas.
It's my friend Elliot up there hooked me up with a whole bunch of cool music.
He did?
Yeah. Our dance tracks.
Dude, dance and paint. It's good for you. I could actually meet up regularly with everybody and we just dance and paint and you blast out the jams.
Jem and the Holograms should come visit you on the show.
Yes, they should. Does anyone know them?
But they're doing a movie now.
No, they did a movie.
They did a movie.
They did a movie. The movie's done.
Is it? I'm
It's done. It's
I wonder
over.
how it was.
It could never be as good as the original cartoon.
No, that was fantastic.
Also, Dark Water. There's so many.
Thundercats.
Thunder. Oh, I could Thundercat up.
Dude, just forever.
Just forever. She-Ra.
We could take it to Thundar.
Thunder. That is less jammy, John.
Yeah, this is me.
But this is okay.
There we go.
I kind of don't want to stop painting because I'm enjoying the dance mix so much. Yes, I will come to your nightclub and paint it if you play me good jams. I feel like I need to have a double star. I
Alright,
did it on
go
the
for it.
first one and I really liked it.
Rainbow Bright. There we go. Now we're reaching way down into the 80s
Deep,
bag.
deep. But I don't smurf. I'm just telling everyone right now.
You just
It's not Smurfy Smurf, okay? That stuff was some weird stuff. I kind of was with Gargamel on that.
Dude,
I
me
was
and
like, eat those things. They're freaking me out.
So does anybody else remember the other Azrael from the 90s? The dude who could beatbox like nobody else?
Yes.
That guy was cool.
Oh my goodness, we're having a day. Dragon on her. You good too? Look at that, did a double star.
Ooh, we'll get the close up on that.
Double star.
Double star.
Double star. Sometimes it's not. Whoa, wrong way.
It's hard to see where the
Camera's like, I don't know
Oh, there it
what's
goes.
happening.
I found it. It's working so hard for that focus. It's
You know, and you just got to give yourself some stars around your sky. It's fun. Yellow stars are important to have.
mm-hmm.
I'm kind of bummed, but I feel like we've done it.
Oh yeah, Mo Cuts brought the electric company.
Oh, wait.
You know it?
Yeah. I know he's been a bad man, but I like me some Bill Cosby picture pages too. Don't ruin my picture pages, Bill. Don't do it.
Reading Rainbow. You can't go wrong with
Yeah,
there.
you really can't.
That's a perfect culmination of education and Star
Plus
Trek.
also Geordie LaForge,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. It's the perfect crossover of education and Star Trek.
I feel like I'm going to give a little highlight in my center of my flower just to be fussy. Oh my goodness. Have I painted another galaxy
I
today?
think you did.
I did, and I'm kind of bummed it's over. Because I could have done the jamming earlier. We could have been like dancing and having fun. Sippy sip. I'm going to finish this thing off. This is a Messina Hoff. It's a local Texas Moscato.
Mm.
Not a sponsor. Someday I'm going to be like, it's a sponsor.
But man, we got a huge crowd out here with this today, and I really want to take time just for a minute and say thank you.
Oh
to
yeah, we got the
everybody.
time. Like,
We really truly love having all you guys here with us, hanging out, painting, goofing off, doing all this stuff.
yeah.
You know, we we have lots more stuff to do. So we have maybe not tonight, but maybe tomorrow we'll do some unboxing and some surprise stuff.
We got some cool stuff in the mail.
We got all sorts of things to do.
Got
So
some cool stuff from Dollar and Raleigh.
like everybody's out here, they
Some
don't want us
Deer
to go, and we don't want to go either. And they're even like somebody just called down Xena. How could we have not brought out Xena in the last round? Like, how did we miss that?
Fun. Okay. Did anyone else just love Calypso?
Yeah, well, yes, that's awesome.
Did anyone else want something terrible to happen to Gabrielle? Like the whole show.
Angel. Oh, we can go way back into that bag. But you know what? Tomorrow, we'll have things to do tomorrow.
Bracelets. Yeah. Sippy. Love yourself. Be good to yourselves.
Yeah,
Be forgiving of your art.
yeah. We love you guys. Thank you. for
Enjoy
hanging out
your
with
galaxies. Thank you for coming and painting space with us
us. Mm-hmm.
on Sherpa After Dark. Thank you, honey, for co-hosting. See these will really soon.
Night, guys.
Night night.